Interview Laura, take one.
Yeah, hi, I'm Laura. I'm a senior and I'm the captain of the BU Women's Saber team and the sports information director for the fencing club.
Do you want to explain how you got into fencing?
Okay, this is a really stupid story. So I did competitive dance for like 10 years and I hit a point in like 10th grade where I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done. I want to quit. And I wanted to do MMA, but my parents were like, you would die. So that night I watched the iCarly fencing episode and was like, what if I did fencing? And I literally went to a fencing class the next day, and somehow that iCarly episode just changed the entire trajectory of everything I'm doing. Yeah, very inaccurate, but very funny. And then in college, it was an easy way to meet new people, and I did really enjoy fencing still, so it felt natural to continue. Okay, so as a senior, I feel like it's weird because of COVID, because my freshman season, we only really had half a year, and then sophomore season didn't exist. So last year was like the first year it really felt like everything was happening, but I don't know, I'm kind of excited to see what happens because this is like only the second year that everything's been in like the full swing again. In terms of organization, I like pretty much write the emails and run the social media. I'm not like the president, although our whole e-board like kind of blends roles at this point and we work very closely together. I think the biggest takeaway is just you can't have one person making unilateral decisions and you have to act in like the best interest of the group and also get feedback for the group. So like we don't want the club to be like a tyranny, not tyranny. There's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
There we go. We don't want the club to be a dictatorship. It's supposed to be like a fun place and like the people who lead it just kind of help things running, but they're not supposed to like control the entire show. Okay, so if we're talking about like the different aspects of fencing, I do like that in collegiate tournaments at least it is mostly team-based just because it's so much easier to get out of like a mental rut or like a spiral if you have a bunch of people cheering you on being like you can do this, you got this. And I think even in the individual tournaments that we have later in the year, a lot of the getting ready or preparing for the individual tournaments is based on like the team component. So you have like the team tournament and based on your individual results in that, it then leads to your individual results. And last year I ended up making it to the individuals in both tournaments that had the option. And I don't know, I didn't have that much fun in the pools. I really liked the team part where I qualified for the individuals, but the pools itself just felt so much more isolating and everyone was just so good. It was really easy to be like, why am I here? This isn't worth it. And then, I don't know, yeah, I just think that for me, it's really the team aspect that makes everything really fun just because it is so nice to have like people to back you up. And but in the ones where it's like team and then individual, even if you're competing to like qualify for the individual part, you still have like the team tournament itself. There, if you win your bouts, you are helping the team get closer to winning. I think it's easier to just work for the goal of like the collective rather than your own individual ones because at least for me, I don't care that much about winning. So I feel like there is like to an extent like a clear level of like level-headedness, I guess, that you need being a captain. Like if you're too headstrong and aggressive about it, people just aren't gonna like you. And if they don't like you, like even if you're good, like, why would they take you seriously if, like, you don't treat the rest of your team, like, as people or, like, care about their opinions and how they're doing? I don't know, just seeing people, like, aware of what's happening on the team around you because you are supposed to, like, really care about your team that you're leading and you want them to succeed as much as you want yourself to succeed. Oh, God, a legacy? I don't know, I hope, at least, I don't know if it's just, like, for the Women's Sabers or in general, but I want the whole club to just stay really chill about it and, like, have fun and like remember that this is like supposed to be what it's all about. So I guess I just want people to keep that going. I also think people should write more unhinged emails. That could be my legacy. That's what I do. Like